Hey, I'm Cameron and welcome back to the Busy Gardener channel. Hey, something that you might have heard about but not know about, and we're going to do a quick look about this, is looking at a multi-budded tree, or where you've got multiple fruit growing on a single tree. Let's get busy. One of the things you may have heard about is something called a multi-budded tree, where there are various types of fruit that are all on one single tree. And you might have heard about that, where you've got one tree and it's got 4 different types of peaches, or 4 different types of apples, or 4 different types of pears, or 3 or 5 or whatever. And the reason why they often will do that, one, it's kind of a little bit novel to do it. It's kind of fun to have multiple fruit growing on a tree. I think Dave Wilson Nursery even has a tree they call fruit salad. I think it's got like a nectarine on it, a plum, a peach, and an apricot or something. They're all growing on the same tree. So that's kind of fun, have a fruit salad growing off of your tree. And the way that works is that each branch, each kind of fruit is represented on that wood. So if you graft an apricot, if they're varieties that are in the same family, so all of those stone fruit, all of those prunus species can all be grafted onto each other. Cherry, everything with a pit in it, cherry, plum, peach, nectarine, apricot, and all of the in-between stuff too. Same thing goes for pome fruit, like all of the apples can be grafted onto themselves. Pear can all be grafted onto itself. A lot of times you don't know what that actually looks like. You get the idea, but you just see these branches. Well, I am excited to show you something that's more practical so you can see it in action. My 4-in-1 pear tree that I bought, essentially like an espalier type setup, has 4 different types of pear growing on it right now. This has 4 different fruit, and I'm going to explain how this works. This thing got loaded this time. Look at all these pears on here. I didn't even realize it had so many. One fell on the ground. Look at this. Oh, that is beautiful. Beautiful piece of fruit. Okay, so I lied. We have one cultivar on here that is kind of really spindly and not really producing that well. It's my little Comus pear. But my Bartlett, my red Bartlett, and my Flemish Beauty are all producing fruit. So you might be wondering, how does this work? What does this look like? And the way you can find out is on the trunk. Right here is a graft point. What they do is they take the budwood from other types of pear and they graft it onto a single rootstock. Or maybe they graft a few of them, and make sure that they get a graft that'll actually take, because sometimes when you graft something in, it fails. It's like a transplant. But so what they do is they leave the strongest buds, and those turn into our branches. And so what they did was they created this as an espalier, so they kind of had it grafted and trained to the side. And this one, this Flemish Beauty, is got a ton of fruit on it. No, is this Flemish Beauty? No, this is dwarf red Bartlett. See those pear? They're red. I don't know if you can see, it might be a little bright and blown out. So what they did was they put 2 grafts down here, and then a little higher up on the tree. Can you see that? There's a graft coming out this way, a big graft, and then there's a skinny graft going the other way. One big reason why they create these trees is if somebody truly has room for only one tree, really only has room for one tree, this is a way where you're able to get a multiple kind of fruit, especially this espalier. If they've already done a lot of the training for you, all you need to do is stick it next to some guide wires and run it straight across. I didn't do that back here. I kind of bought this on a whim. I saw it at a nursery and I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. But I just planted it standing all upright by itself. And it's doing okay. It's a little bit cluttered compared to other stuff in the orchard. I like that open center. So I've had to do a bit of extra training on here. But I wanted to show you how multiple fruit can be coming out, different types of fruit out of the same tree. And so I hope this was instructive and informative for you. If you got questions, put them. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to do it. If that's not your thing, that's okay too. Whether you got 1 tree in your orchard or 500 or even 250 that have 4 kinds of fruit, until next time, stay busy.